Do you have an update for your lawsuit?
Nothing special right now. It's just waiting for my lawyers to file our reply to their response. I mean, after the shit that I read, I'm fucking livid. This dude, he's tried to scrub this from the internet, but people don't know. But so he claims that he's scared of me,
Yeah,
and my agents. So he moved to Illinois in secret, which is bullshit. This dude was threatening to shoot everybody in person, not just like me, but like Susan Wojcicki, Jack Conti of Patreon, Jack from Twitter. He's threatening to just show up while people are pumping gas and just straight murder all of them. Like
with like a firearm.
Yeah, and he's like, call the police. I want you to call them because I bet I react faster than they get there.
Oh
That's right. God. I'm going to come there. I want you to do it. Do something. Do something. He's like fucking unhinged. And I'm like, look, I mean, this guy's a fucking goofy lunatic or whatever. So I don't really care that he does this. But don't come at me and lie in court. Be like, I'm so scared of Nick Rekieta and his evil people. It's like, what evil people? Motherfucker, all I did was laugh at you. That's it. I went, this guy's dumb. He filed a stupid lawsuit. That's it. That's the genesis of all this. And that drove him into hiding, according to him. I fucking hate people who lie. And his attorney is, go ahead.
How tall is he?
I don't know. He can't be that tall.
I feel like it has.
Look at him.
He's 5'6" for sure. That's why he's scared of you because you're like 6'2".
Yeah, I guess.
That's all. That's the only thing I can imagine. So let me get this straight. Hold on. So because I might have been scatterbrained for a second. The guy that threatened to shoot all these people in the face and please call the police is also the same guy that filed a lawsuit against you.
Yeah.
How is this possible?
Well, he privated all the videos. He's trying to hide all that shit. But the internet doesn't let you hide everything, and that still exists. And I would love to talk to his lawyer. I don't think his lawyer will talk to me, but I want to just be like, hey, bro, do you realize who your client? Like, do you realize what you're doing here, and what? Like, do you know about this? Because you should know about this. So we'll see what we end up doing. I don't know. My lawyers have their own strategy. They don't really talk to me about it, which is probably good because I'd probably just yell about it all the time. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we've got a reply due sometime in the next week or something. But I'm not sure about that. Like I don't know the dates.
For dismissal?
Yeah. And I think our hearing date on that is April 10th or something. So that's a ways away. A lot of people get confused about this. No matter how many times you talk about lawsuits or kind of cover it, everybody gets confused about it. And being in one, I know why. Because like I am asking the same question. I'm like, how the fuck is this still going on? This obvious bullshit. It's obviously frivolous. But the reality is there's a timeline. And that timeline has to be followed. There's no way around the timeline for court. There's no like, you need to decide this right now, judge, because right now is still once the motion hearing happens and all that shit. So our motion hearing is April 10th. And, I really, really am going to be curious how that goes, because in theory, it should be, even if they don't apply the Colorado anti-slap shit, it should be dismissed just for sheer frivolousness of it. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. We'll see how it goes.
Are you confident that it'll be dismissed then?
No, there's no way to be confident about this. I mean, we're asking to apply Colorado law in Minnesota, which it's the correct argument, but it's a complicated argument that judges aren't confronted with all the time. The other thing is, Minnesota doesn't have an anti-slap, and the judge may just go, oh, we're not going to apply anti-slap because Minnesota doesn't have one, even though, again, it's the correct argument for it. And two, you can never be confident about what some person that you have no control over is going to do. I mean, you're asking someone to make a rational decision based on law, but what if they make an irrational decision? There's no way you can do it. So I'm not going to sit and boast and be like, blah, blah, blah. I'll say what should happen is it should be dismissed, or we should be granted summary judgment. The pleading is deficient, legally deficient, because they don't allege any statements that can be defamation. Nothing I said about him can be an objectively proven fact.
Right.
Right. And so it's all just insults and mockery, which is perfectly protected under the First Amendment. But will a judge come to that conclusion, or will they go, well, it could be a fact? Well, it either is or it isn't a fact, Judge. Like, that's it. So we'll have to find out. I mean, there's plenty of arguments that for everything I said being ruled as not possibly defamatory by all sorts of courts. But what will this one do? Just wait and see.
This is quite literally the equivalent to someone in your chat, like being like, hey, Camelot, you're a bitch. Or like, hey, Camelot, you have a big ass head. And I'm like, well, I may have a big ass head, but you're certified retarded. And then they sue you for calling them certified retarded.
Yeah.
That's like literally the equivalent, because that's what you did, right? He was in your chat.
That's true.
Right? What the fuck? See, the fact that you can now, like, there should be a parameter. Like, I shouldn't be able to file a lawsuit against, I don't know, George Clooney for having gray hair, because this is about what it seems like. It's like George Clooney's gray hair offends me because I don't like gray hair, or just anything to the. That's how loose and goofy it seems to me. It's so meaningless. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and it's causing you money and anxiety, even though it's just a dumb lawsuit. It still has the anxiety involved.
Oh yeah, there's no way around it. People are like, people are mistaken just the general stress of it, because I have to talk to my lawyer. I have to answer stuff. I have to go find shit. I have to do a bunch of stuff related to the lawsuit that I don't want to do, and it's tiring and it's exhausting to think about, especially because it's flat fucking retarded. Yeah, like it's stupid. So it's like, why am I having to do this? Well, because that's the rule, and so okay. But yeah, it's like I think as far as lawsuits go, it's completely frivolous. And even if it were to go to trial, we'd win without really any issue. But you never know like how anything's going to go. So you just have to sit there and you just have to fucking wait. Like you can do everything and get done and be like, all right, there you go. And now it's like, well, now you got a month still before anyone will even hear about it.
And what's the light at the end of the tunnel? So, like, you know what this reminds me of? Just that specific sentence reminds me of when you're closing on a house and you don't know really what's going to happen while it's under contract for like an entire month.
Yeah.
But the light at the end of the tunnel is once you get that call, you get the house. You know, oh yeah, we get to move in. But for you, it's just like you're not
sued anymore.
Yay! Like,